AITA for asking my son to tone down his performance at football? Using a throwaway because my son uses Reddit. I, 44M, have been married to my wife Daisy, 41F, for about a year now. I have a son Blake, 17M, from my previous marriage, and Daisy has a son Dylan, 16M. Both boys are juniors and both play football at the same high school. Blake is the starting quarterback and team captain. He's really exceptional, 4.0 GPA, athletic, has offers from several D1 schools. Dylan also plays football but mostly sits on the bench. He works hard but just isn't at the same skill level. Last week, Daisy came to me upset. She said Dylan has been really struggling with his self-esteem because he feels like he's living in Blake's shadow. Dylan apparently told her he dreads going to practice because everyone compares him to Blake, and he feels humiliated during games watching Blake succeed while he barely gets playing time. Daisy asked me to talk to Blake about not being so dominant on the field. She suggested he could throw some incomplete passes on purpose, let other guys have more plays, maybe even ask the coach to sit out a quarter here and there. She said it would help Dylan feel less insecure and give him a chance to shine. I'll be honest, I actually considered it. I want Dylan to feel like part of our family, and I can see how hard this is for him. So I sat Blake down and explained the situation. I told him that sometimes being part of a family means making sacrifices, and maybe he could ease up a little bit at practice and not go 100% at games so Dylan doesn't feel so overshadowed. Blake just stared at me like I'd grown a second head. Then he said, "You want me to tank my senior recruitment year so your stepson feels better about being mediocre?" I told him that wasn't fair and that Dylan isn't mediocre, he just needs confidence. Blake said, "Dad, I've spent my entire life working toward a scholarship. You're asking me to throw that away." We argued. I said he was being selfish and that family comes first. He said I was asking him to sabotage his own future and that it was insane. The conversation ended with Blake packing a bag and calling his mom to pick him up. That was 4 days ago. He won't take my calls. His mother is furious with me and called me several horrible names. She said I'm prioritizing my new wife's feelings over our son's entire future. My parents are also angry with me. Daisy says Blake is being a spoiled brat and that if he really cared about family, he'd make this small sacrifice. Her parents agree with her. But Blake's coach actually called me yesterday and asked